Can Tom McKee continue this unbelievable winning streak? Well, we do have more shows. See exactly how much dough Tom totals with Tic Tac and Tom on Game Show Network.
I'm Wink Martindale, and this is Tic-Tac-Dough. At the end of our regular season a number of weeks ago, we were in the middle of one of the most suspense-filled winning streaks in the history of TV game shows. This man, Navy Pilot Lieutenant Tom McKee, has won to date in cash and prizes a grand total of $229,600. That's more than any other player on any other game show. Will Tom McKee meet his match today, or will he continue to combine incredible knowledge and fantastic luck and go on and on and on? We'll know in just a few moments.
From Hollywood, it's everybody's game of strategy, knowledge, and fun. It's Tic-Tac-Dough. And now, here's our host, Wink Martindale.
Thank you very much, Art James. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Hey. Now let's meet that big winner and talk to him firsthand, and also meet a challenger at the same time. First, the champion.
Our current champion, whose winnings total in cash and prizes $229,600, is a pilot in the Navy. Meet Lieutenant Tom McKee. And his opponent teaches needlecraft and has designed her own line of needlecraft kits. Meet Candy Kirby.
Yeah, shake hands and come out fighting. Candy, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Hello. I don't know whether to salute you or shake your hand. I guess I'll do a little bit of both. So, Tom, welcome back. What's new and exciting in your life, Tom?
Oh, let's see. Jenny and I got a house finally. We got a dog and a cat. Those are our kids now. We don't have any other kids.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing is people recognize me now.
Do they really? How do people, how do they react when they see you?
Everybody's favorable. Nobody's pulled a gun on me yet or anything like that. People come up and they, they'll call me Tom and my wife Jenny, first names, and they say, we feel like we know you because we watched you for so long, and I guess they kind of consider it a part of the family almost.
It's not too hard to understand considering you are
6
now...
6 weeks is a long time.
Right. Record-setting 31st appearance. And, of course, at this point, you have won on Tic-Tac-Dough a grand total in cash and prizes of $229,600. You knew that, didn't you, Tom?
Yeah, it's a little higher than that, Wink. They
Tom, as you remember, when last we spoke, Tom, you were about to play another challenger, but in between, that guy decided to take a job teaching in the Caribbean, so instead you're going to be playing against Cindy. So everybody, let's have another nice round of applause for Cindy. And we welcome you, my dear.
Candy.
I'm sorry, Candy.
That's all right.
See how pretty she is? I lost my head for a moment. It's Candy, Candy Kirby. What type of needlecraft do you teach?
I teach embroidery and naturally dyeing your own wool.
What do you use to dye the wool?
I go out in the fields and gather nuts and berries and get brown from walnuts and yellow from goldenrod.
You chew on it, you get hay fever, I bet, too, don't you?
I never get hay fever. Dirty fingers.
I tried needlecraft once, but I just couldn't stop laughing. It kept me in stitches from the moment I started to the... Sorry, Candy, I didn't mean to needle you that way. But let's stop this yarn and get right to the point. Shall we do that? More Tic-Tac-Dough. Here we go. First things first, of course, on Tic-Tac-Dough, we need categories. So do we have categories? And here they are. Tom and Candy, take a look. We're dealing with the subjects maps of states, games, the 60s, women in film, bearded men, one-word names, second jobs, secret category. That could be any category at all, and a correct answer doubles the pot. And, of course, to round out the categories, number 9 down there in bottom right corner is royalty. Tom is our champion. You go first.
Wink, why don't we try bearded men in the center?
In the center, it's worth $300 to the pot. Always a little harder, and for the answer, we give you a little extra time. Tom, here is the question as we begin our new season. This fictitious holiday personality is actually based on a Turkish bishop and saint who went out at night and distributed presents to the needy. First, give me the anglicized version of his name, and then secondly, give me the real-life saint on whom he was based. Think about that, Tom. Tom, for that center box, first give me the anglicized version of this holiday personality.
I think you're looking for Santa Claus.
That's right. Now, to complete the answer and for an X in the center box, name the real-life saint on whom he was based.
St. Nicholas.
You got it. That's right. And an X goes in the center box, and he starts off the new season way into the last. Winning the center box for $300. All right, let's move the categories around. We'll shuffle. Candy Kirby. Candy, I'm going to get it right every time from now on.
I'll try one-word names.
One-word names, bottom right corner of the board. And here's the question, Candy. Although this fierce Apache chief finally surrendered in 1886, his name lived on as a battle cry used by paratroopers. Give his one-word name.
Geronimo!
You got it! That's right! We put an O there, and let's shuffle the categories again. Moving them all around. We add another $200 to the pot. Tom?
Okay, Wink, I'll try Bearded Men again in the right center.
Good to you the first time. Try it the second time, Tom. This bearded Nobel Prize winner was the author of such 20th century classics as The Old Man and the Sea and The Sun Also Rises. Name him.
Hemingway.
Yes, that's right. Ernest Hemingway. Put an X there. Let's shuffle again. $700 in the pot. Candy?
I'm going to block with bearded men.
Yeah, he's won twice with bearded men. You're going to try to block him with that category. Candy, for a block, answer this. This bearded religious leader led a revolution that unseated the Shah of Iran from power. He later outraged Americans by condoning the taking of 50 U.S. hostages in Tehran. For a block, name him.
Ayatollah Khomeini.
Yes, that's right. Good for a block. So we put an O there. We're going to play more tic-tac-toe and continue the game between Tom and Candy right after this.
Guess what the kids call Grampy's chair?
The stinky chair.
You know, I have a stinky chair problem, too. His name is George.
Well, now there's a way to get bad smells out of fabrics for good.
It's called Febreze.
It's new.
And you won't believe how many places you'll find to spray it.
See, Febreze helps clean fabrics in a way you never could before.
And it's not just covering one smell with another.
Exactly. Just spray Febreze. Its patented cleaning system finds the smells trapped in fabrics and gently cleans them away as it dries.
Once it's dry, the smell's gone. For good.
Febreze, check the Montreal.
And check this out.
It's safe. From dress blues to teddy bears, Febreze cleans bad smells out of fabrics. For good.
I wonder if they'll call it the sleepy chair now.
He never wrote a book. He never held an office. He never did any of the things that usually accompany greatness. Yet all the kings that ever reigned and all the governments that ever sat have not had so much impact as that single, solitary life. Now you can share the events of his remarkable ministry when you watch this free video, The Lamb of God. It's a gift from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This powerful video depicts events from the life of Jesus Christ as recorded in the King James Version of the Holy Bible. As you watch scenes of his birth, teaching, trial, death, and resurrection, you will better understand how his life can change your life. Call now for your free copy of The Lamb of God. It's a gift without cost or obligation from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Let me tell you about how UC Lending kept us from drowning in debt. We owed a few people some money.
They had a lot of bills.
We couldn't get a loan to pay off our bills because of our credit history.
Oh, yes, they could.
My sister told me to call UC Lending. They put us in touch with this nice guy named Barry.
I thought his name was Larry.
Barry.
You would have thought he wanted us to get the money more than we did. He even came out to our house.
I was just doing my job.
He helped us put all our bills on one payment and saved us $300 a month. $300 a month. He even helped us pay for this.
Just what she said.
We were so happy with UC Lending, we told a few friends.
If you own your home, call UC Lending now, and let's see what we can do for you.
Now back to Tic Tac and Tom, Game Show Network's celebration of the American dream.
Every time a player defeats 5 opponents, he wins something very special. Tom's done this 6 times already. Tom, if you defeat 4 more opponents, you're going to win another one. All right, James, what is it?
Yes, Tom, for your driving pleasure, it's a brand new car.
Just what he needs, the 7th car. $900 in the pot. Let's continue the game and shuffle the categories around. Tom.
Oh, boy. Wink, let's try second jobs in the lower left.
First time in the category of second jobs, Tom. Here's the question. This rugged actor labored in the coal mines of Pennsylvania before starring in such popular movies as Telephone, Hard Times, and The Mechanic. Name him.
Charles Bronson.
Yes, that's right. So we put an X in second job. And another $200 in the pot. We shuffle the categories. And go back to Candy.
Women in film up there to block.
Top right for a block diagonally of Tom. Candy, answer this. Again, you'll block him. During the 70s, this British actress applied her talents to such notable motion pictures as Sunday, Bloody Sunday, A Touch of Class, and House Calls. For a block, name her.
Glenda Jackson.
Yes, that's good for a diagonal block, and we put an O there. $1,300 in the pot. Players, we have 3 boxes left. The categories in those 3 boxes will determine the fate of this game. Let's shuffle. There they are, Tom.
Wink, I think I'm going to try royalty in the top center.
Top center for royalty, Tom. Here's the question. This infamous king of the Huns was known as the Scourge of God because of the destruction caused by his armies. Name him.
Attila.
Right, Attila. Attila the Hun. So we put an X there. Another $200 into the pot. Players, you're down to 2 boxes, and the categories in them will decide what happens to you in this game. Let's shuffle. Women in film and one-word names, Candy.
No doubt about it, one-word names.
You're going for a block, vertical block. Answer this, Candy. You'll block him, and we will have a tie game. Here's the question. This Chinese philosopher, whose name means Great Master Kung, was virtually unknown at his death over 2,000 years ago. Several centuries later, his ideas were revived and flourished until the 20th century. For a tie game, name him.
Confucius.
Yes, that's right, for a tie. I like way Candy talk. Confucius, very good, Candy. $1,700 in the pot. We have a tie game, obviously. We're going to start with 9 new categories, and the pot will continue to grow from $1,700 bucks. Let's take a look at the subjects. Here they are. Numero uno, faces, animal stars, foreign writers, astrology, Spirit of 76, comedy movies, physics, and islands. All right, Tom.
Wink, I'll try astrology in the center box.
Astrology worth $300 to the pot. 7 of the 12 astrological signs are represented by animals. I'm going to name 2 of the animals, Tom, and you tell me what signs of the zodiac they represent. 1, the sign represented by the goat. 2, the sign represented by the fishes. Now, I'll give you a few seconds to think. Tom, I'm giving you the animal. You tell me what signs of the zodiac they represent. The sign represented by the goat.
Capricorn.
Right. The sign represented by the fishes.
Pisces.
Yes, that's right. Put an X in the center box. 300 added to the pot, and let's shuffle. Candy Kirby.
Ooh, I'll try animal stars. Ooh.
Ooh, animal stars. Roy Rogers and Dale Evans each had famous horses. Dale Evans rode Buttermilk. What was the name of Roy Rogers' horse?
Trigger.
Yeah, that's right, Trigger. Put it over there. Let's shuffle again and add $200 to the pot. Pot worth $2,200, Tom.
Wink, let's try faces in the top center.
All right, faces. Question on faces. First, take a look at this picture, Tom. He's one of Hollywood's biggest box office attractions. Name him.
Clint Eastwood.
Yes, that's right. Mr. Clint Eastwood. Put an X there as we shuffle. Now $2,400 on this game. Candy?
Animal stars.
Animal stars, bottom center again, going for a block of Tom. For 17 years, Jumbo the elephant resided in the London Zoo. Later, he became the circus showman star attraction. For a block, name this famous showman.
P.T. Barnum.
Yes, that's right, for a block in animal stars. Put it over there. And again, let's move the categories all around on the board. Quick shuffle now with $2,600 to play for.
Wink, let's try physics in the lower left.
Physics it'll be. Tom, this scientific instrument, which takes its name from the Greek word for earthquake, is used to measure movement of the ground. Name it.
Seismograph.
Yes, that's right. So we put an X in physics. add $200 to the pot. 4 boxes remain as we shuffle. Candy?
I'm going to block in the upper right.
With faces. He's looking for a block. Take a look at this picture, Candy. This is the face of a former world leader. To block Tom, name him.
Khrushchev.
You got it. That's good for a block. So we put an O there and add another $200 in the pot. Now worth $3,000. Players, there are 3 boxes left, and the categories in them can decide who wins and who loses. More of Tic-Tac-Toe to follow. We'll be back in just a moment.
Sean and I believe that television can be funny and tasteful.
Our humor is definitely not lowbrow.
We'll change both my boys' diapers, and then it's nursing time. At the end of the day, it's all worth it.
Because we've created something that really matters.
Let me refill that for you, Mr. Hefner.
It's magic.
Faux Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific.
Let me tell you about how UC Lending took care of our little discipline problem. My husband and I had no discipline when it came to credit cards. The minimum payments alone were killing us. Then we called UC Lending. They put all our bills on one payment. We saved $468 a month. Thanks to UC Lending, now we can afford to send the boys to camp.
If you own your home, call UC Lending now and let's see what we can do for you.
Why does Arm & Hammer Dental Care clean away plaque better than regular toothpaste? New tests prove it. Like this golf ball, your teeth are filled with microscopic crevices. Arm & Hammer gets in these crevices to clean plaque away better. Feels like a dentist cleaning every time you brush.
Why do the classics endure? Because they were done right. Like Hidden Valley. It's the original, not new or improved. Because Hidden Valley is the way ranch is supposed to taste.
Poise pads with side shields give you the freedom to be yourself.
With Poise, I have the freedom to be who I am, no matter where I am. At home with my family, while I'm at work, or with my friends.
And for even more freedom from leaks, Poise pads with side shields. Uniquely designed to help prevent leaks like no other pad or guard for our best light bladder control protection ever.
And especially the freedom to be just a mom.
Like all Poise products, Poise pads with side shields give you the freedom to be yourself.
At $3,000 in the pot, 3 boxes remaining. What's going to happen? Let's find out right now. First, we shuffle. Physics, comedy, movies, and Spirit of 76. Tom, select.
Wink, let's try comedy movies in the right center.
Comedy movies. Tom, the cast of this popular 1979 comedy movie included Steve Martin, Madeline Kahn, a sexy pig, and a banjo-strumming frog. Name the movie.
The Muppet Movie.
Yes, that's right. The Muppet Movie. Good for another X on the board and another $200 in the pot. Now worth $3,200. Players, the circle is getting tighter and tighter. We are down to 2 boxes now, and the categories that show up will decide if we have a win or another tie. Let's shuffle. Comedy movies and islands. Candy?
Comedy movies to block.
All right, for a block of Tom, here is the question on comedy movies. Answer this correctly, and we will have a second tie between you and Tom. Here's the question. In the 1959 comedy classic Some Like It Hot, 2 funny men played musicians who dress up as women in order to escape a Chicago gangster. For a tie game, name either of these 2 funny actors.
Jack Lemmon was one.
Yes, that's right. Tony Curtis the other. We have a second tie. So another tie game, and look at that pot. It's now up to $3,400 and growing with every correct answer, and we're about ready now to show you 9 new categories and get into another match between Tom and Candy. Here are the subjects we'll be dealing with. Comic strips, famous doctors, potluck pictures, foods, football, U.S. politics, popular music, classical music, and numbers. All right, Tom, select.
Let's try football in the center, Wink.
Football. Again, we're $300 in the pot. Tom, in 1969, a flamboyant quarterback nicknamed Broadway Joe led his team to an upset victory in the Super Bowl. First, name the quarterback. Secondly, name his team. Few seconds for thought. Quarterback, nicknamed Broadway Joe. Tom, who was he?
He's from my mother's hometown in Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania. That's Joe Willie Namath.
Right. Name his team. You'll have the center box.
The New York Jets.
Yes, that's right. Put an X there. Let's shuffle. And another $300 to the pot as we move them all around. Candy.
Potluck picks down in the lower whatever.
All righty, potluck pictures. Take a look at this picture, Candy. This character narrates one of Walt Disney's most successful films. Name him.
Excuse me, Wink, name it or him?
Name him.
Jiminy Cricket.
You got it, that's right. The film is Pinocchio. Jiminy Cricket and Pinocchio. Put an O there. And another $200 to the pot. Let's move the categories now. Playing for $3,900. Tom, before you make your selection, you mentioned your mother's from where? Beaver Falls,
Beaver
Pennsylvania?
Falls, Pennsylvania. She doesn't live there now. That's where she was born.
She wasn't here when you won about 50 or 60,000, but she's here for this show.
Nah, she didn't get interested till I went over 200, I think. That was
Tom, would you do us the honor of introducing your mom?
I'd love to. My mother is right here in the front row in the yellow dress. Her name is Margaret McKee.
Stand up, Mom. Got to take a bow. Yeah. Proud of that boy, huh? Real proud. Thank you. Nice to have you with us. She looks like a proud mother, too.
She's the one that let me read in the bathroom all the time.
That's right. Which is another subject, which you probably heard about on a prior show. We won't get into that, but maybe later, Tom, if you keep winning.
Let's try.
All right, there they are. Select.
Let's try comic strips in the left center.
All right, comic strips, the subject. Here's your question. The title character of the comic strip Pogo usually had his hands full trying to keep Albert the alligator under control. What kind of animal was Pogo?
Oh, geez. A possum?
You got it. That's right. Put another X on the board. Now, Tom, you could have said elephant, dog, cat, or what, but you just did. Now, somewhere in the back of your mind, that happens to you so often, and you came up with the right answer. How do you...
Well, I remember he lived in a swamp, and I was just trying to connect I had a vision of his face in my mind. I just wanted to figure out exactly what went along with that face.
But the thing with me is you were looking right at me when you came up with the answers. This bothers me only a small bit. Let's move the categories around. $4,100 in the pot. Candy, your turn.
I'm going to head him off with classical music.
Classical music for a block of Tom. This celebrated 19th century Russian composer authored such masterpieces as Sleeping Beauty, Romeo and Juliet, and the 1812 Overture. The block Tom, name him, Candy.
Was it Tchaikovsky?
Yes, that's right, Tchaikovsky. Put it over there for a block. And again, let's shuffle the categories around as we add another $200 to the pot. Up to $4,300, Tom.
Wink, I'll try U.S. politics in the lower right.
United States politics on the board. Here's the question. In 1978, the Republican Party won both Senate seats once held in this state by Democrats Hubert Humphrey and Walter Mondale. Name the state.
Minnesota.
Yes, that's right, Minnesota. Put an X there. 4 boxes left on the board, another $200 in the pot. $4,500 we're playing for as we move them around. Candy.
I'm going to upper left, comic strip.
He just sort of keeps you on the run, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Candy on the defensive once again for a diagonal block. Answer this. This popular comic strip was created by cartoonist Gary Trudeau. Its hapless hero is a C- college student, and it often deals with controversial political matters. To block Tom, name this strip.
Doonesbury.
Yes, that's right, for a block diagonally of Tom, Doonesbury. Another $200 in the pot. 3 boxes left now. The categories showing up in them will decide what happens to you in this game. Let's shuffle. Tom?
Football, top center.
Top center for football. That's the subject, and this is the question. This NFL powerhouse has the distinction of being the only team to ever win 4 Super Bowl championships. Name this team.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yes, that's right. Put another X in football. Put another $200 in the pot. 2 boxes are left, Tom and Candy, and the categories will determine the outcome of this game. Let's shuffle. Famous doctors and popular music, Candy.
Straight down to pop music.
Center on the bottom, popular music. Answer this correctly, Candy, and we will have a 3rd tie between you and the gentleman on your right. Here's the question. Singers Marilyn McCoo and Billy Davis, Jr. were 2 of the members of this popular singing group. Its hits included Up, Up, and Away. For a 3rd tie, name this group.
In my beautiful balloon, and we are the rats.
Oh, the Fifth Dimension.
Oh, shoot!
Fifth Dimension. They had a lot of hits together. All right. We have 2 boxes left on the board in the pot, $4,900 remaining. More of Tic-Tac-Dough when we return in a moment.
Stay tuned. Our Tic Tac and Tom celebration continues as Tom McKee wins more and more and more and more and more and more.
Hello, Walls.
Time Life Music proudly presents
Hot things go
the Classic Country Collection.
Just walk on by.
30 of the biggest hits in country music history.
Welcome to my world.
30 all-time classics for the special price of $12.98.
They say don't go on Wolverton Mountain on the wings of the snow white.
Berlin Huskies, Marty Robbins, Johnny Cash.
I fell into a burning ring of fire.
Patsy Cline, Jim Reeves, Brenda Lee, the Everly Brothers. 30 of your best-loved favorites. Then audition other great classic country albums. There's no minimum to buy. Cancel anytime.
Just because I ask a friend.
But the Classic Country Collection is not in stores. Please order now.
To order Classic Country, call 1-800-577-9292. That's 1-800-577-9292. Or send only $12.98 for 2 cassettes or 2 CDs, plus $3.95 shipping to Classic Country, P.O. Box 94040, Department G, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Call now.
You've seen the shows, now feel the music. Introducing the Classic TV Game Show Theme CD. 20 theme songs. 50 years of game show history. One compilation that's guaranteed to make your collection a grand prize winner. The Classic TV Game Show Theme CD. Now available at Sam Goody and Musicland. Pick one up today and keep the game show vibe alive.
Hate to do this to you, to them, but we gotta do it. We're out of time. See you on the next show. More of Tic-Tac-Dough. Bye-bye.
Some of our departing contestants will receive some of the following: Swanson's breakfast and blueberries in sauce, light fluffy pancakes with plump berries and a delicious sauce for regular or microwave ovens from Swanson. Also, when you want to bite from someone's day, give your Tootsie a Tootsie, Tootsie Rolls, Tootsie Pop Drops, and Tootsie Mason Mints. Plus, Raid Crack and Crevice Spray. Its unique extension wand spray is hard to reach places to kill crawling bugs where they hide. Also, from Blue Luster Home Care Products, Blue Luster Dry, the new upholstery cleaner for velvets and other delicate furniture fibers. Plus, Sun Giant Raisins, plump, sweet, juicy California seedless raisins packed in a double seal box to keep them fresh. There's something good under the sun. Sun Giant Raisins.
Tic-Tac-Dough is a Jack Berry and Dan Enright production.
It's time to register. To play our interactive game shows, call 1-800-537-GAME now. It's fast, it's fun, and it's free. You only have to register once to play forever on Game Show Network. Can Tom McKee continue this unbelievable winning streak? Well, we do have more shows. See exactly how much dough Tom totals with Tic Tac and Tom on Game Show Network.